Welcome back. We're not ready for this. Back at it again. This is Ashlyn. Hi. Ow! Everybody knows who she is. Everybody knows this is the dynamic duo. So, me and her, how long have we been talking about doing a podcast?
A couple months.
A good long bit. So where do you want to start?
Well, how long we've been friends? We're best friends.
How long?
Look at them titties. Probably like.
You have to speak into the microphone.
Okay, I don't know. How long do you think?
Like
you're like
7.
A long time.
Oh, a long time. So we'll scratch it up to a long time. So we've been together. Yep. We've been together. And a friendship. We've been friends for probably a good 12 years. 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's the point of making this podcast? Maybe we should tell them that.
I don't know. To tell you guys about us.
Because we're together 24/7. And a lot of people don't know a lot of behind the scenes stuff with our friendship.
Yikes!
Some juicy details on our friendship, but in question form to each other. So we came up
in question form.
Yeah, we're asking each
other.
I thought
we were gonna explain how we became best friends and everything, and then we were gonna ask each other detailed questions.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that is what we're doing. But we have questions about our friendship. I wrote some questions about our friendship too.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I have just questions for you, not about our friendship, but just for you in general.
Oh, we can get through my questions first, then they have something to do with our friendship.
Okay. So we're gonna jump. I'm gonna give. Well, I guess I'm not gonna give this to you. I guess I'll just set this. I wish I had a little stand. It came right here. Oh God. You can hold it, Ash.
I'm gonna start. Okay.
I definitely need to get a podcast mic.
So I think I wrote, what's the most comforting thing we do for each other?
We're just literally constantly.
We are just
each other.
Yeah. But personally, I think that the most comforting thing is that we are very open with each other. I can literally talk to you about anything.
Literally.
Everything.
Without feeling judged.
Yeah. And last night how you were I don't want to be a bother to you. I was I could smack you because you're not a bother to me.
I just feel like that sometimes.
It's I know me too.
But you can't tell me that you don't get like that too.
No, I do.
There's days where it's dude, I'm constantly asking this person for help. All right, Aries, chill with the bone, bro. I'm constantly asking this one person. Are you good? I'm constantly asking. Cut number 12. I'm constantly asking this same person for help, and it just.
But that's what you're supposed to do in a friendship.
I understand that, but I don't know. It's just I have guilt.
Yeah, it happens when you have issues with your parents.
Anyway.
Okay,
next question.
How has our dynamic evolved over the years? Our friendship dynamic.
Okay, I'm legally blonde, so what does dynamic? What's a dynamic?
What are things that we've changed in our friendship to make it better? To make it go over more
we don't
smoothly?
Fight over boys anymore.
Yeah, that was the biggest issue.
That's literally how we became friends because we liked the same boy.
Mm-hmm. And then we stopped talking over the same boy.
Yeah, and then we became best friends
again. Yeah. I think a lot of things have changed. Even in the past few years, things have changed in our friendship. Because I feel now, well, you get more comfortable with each other regardless of how long you spend. But now we literally spend all the time in the world together, and we used to try and save each other's feelings. Now we don't save each other's feelings.
Now we're literally just blunt bitches and we don't care at all.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing is like just being comfortable with your best friend and like actually being able to talk to them, even about things that are deeper than your friendship.
And I feel like if you can't be that like open and comfortable with your best friend, then why are they your best friend? You know what I mean? Like if there's shame that comes with being open and talking to your best friend, that's not like,
that shouldn't be your best friend.
That's
not your best friend.
No.
Or you're not their
That's
best friend.
that is what I would consider a friend, not a best friend. Because a best friend, like, people are always like, "Oh yeah, she's my best friend," even though like you're friends.
Mhm.
Like I know dang well half the people that I call friends wouldn't do the same thing
That my best friend
Ashlyn
does.
would do.
Yeah.
So you can't like,
Yeah, people are so like
you can't title them
open with that term
and give them that.
But truthfully, if it's your best friend, it has a deeper meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Have we ever overcome a rough patch?
Yeah.
A few.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Quite a few. But just like with a relationship, I feel like
you do
with
that.
friendships, they come too.
Mm.
No friendship is gonna be, 100% all the time.
And like, but like even like you said, like the things that we did have to overcome were stupid.
Most of them,
like they were dumb.
And I feel like, I don't know. What was I gonna say? I literally said something. Oh, I feel like what we've overcome has made our friendship stronger.
Mm.
In general.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of time when you take space from somebody that you're used to like being around, you miss them. Like
exactly.
I always say
and it
that.
gives you a chance to like really like sit back and be like, holy crap,
Mhm.
like I really do like love this person,
Mhm.
and
I want them in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I say that all the time. Like with relationships with people that I'm close to, like you don't always want distance, but distance is good sometimes because it gives you a chance to like miss what you don't have. Yeah. Okay, let's see if there's any other ones about our friendship. Oh, I put like, how could I be a better friend?
How could you be a better friend?
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one.
It is tough.
That one is really gonna get me thinking.
It was making me think too, because I was like, well, I would want to answer too. Like, I would want to answer it too, but I don't, like, I was literally thinking, like, I don't know.
How can I be a better? I don't know.
It's hard because, like, we're
just so open with each other. So, like, anytime that there is a problem that, like, arises and that, we talk about it and we resolve it. So we don't, we're kind of like, it's kind of like build a bear workshop. Like, build your own best friend.
Yeah.
So, like, as we
figure
go,
things out,
yeah,
you fix them. Yeah, I agree. And we spent so much time, like, getting to know each other and, like, what they don't like and what you like and how you communicate and stuff. So I feel like
that's where we differ from a lot of, like, friends and stuff, because we go about our friendship and we tell each other, like, listen, like, this is what you need to fix.
Mm-hmm.
We're not, we're not scared to tell each other how we feel about one another.
No, and that's where friendships fail, because everybody's so worried about everybody else's feelings all the time. As much as feelings matter, like, nothing gets better if you don't talk about it.
Exactly.
Which is like something that was really hard for
if you think about it, like, you kind of have to treat a friendship like you're in a relationship with that person, because it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it is.
Except the intimacy part.
Yeah.
But
like, honestly, I've been closer to you than I have with anybody I've ever been in a relationship with. Like, yeah, I tell you things I wouldn't tell my partner.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
me too.
I wouldn't tell
100%.
my boyfriend anything that I tell you.
Oh my god, 100%. I'm literally the same way. Yeah. Aaron literally gets mad because I'll tell you something first before I even tell him. Or, like, if something, like, is bothering me and I don't feel comfortable talking to him about it, I'll go to you.
And that's, like, Cam gets angry with me because I will forget to tell him something, and then, like, didn't I tell you
Aaron will get angry because I won't tell him first. I'm just like, dude, she's just the person that I've always ran to.
I'll bring something up and be like, do you remember when I told you this? And then he's like,
you didn't tell me that.
Because I told you.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, all the time. All the time.
That's how it goes. But the other questions I have are just, like, personal questions, so I don't have any more about our friendship. But yeah.
So do you want me to hash out mine?
Yeah, we can take.
Okay. Where can we sit this freaking mic?
I don't know.
Dude. You're not allowed to look at them. Oh. I don't want you to look at them.
Okay.
What do you aspire to be? Because this is okay, so these questions really are like just things that I don't know about her. I mean, some of them I do, but some of them you guys won't. So it's kind of like, obviously, if you don't want to answer them, you can just be like, next question. Because there are some that are like, personable. So I don't want you to answer anything that you're like, okay, no thanks.
Well, I'm pretty open, so. But, like, aspire to be as a person, or like. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I think that, like, I've always just wanted to be, like, the person that people can come to, the people that, like, don't know me well. I've gotten that compliment a few times. Like, you're the kind of person that I could come to. Like, you're the kind of person that, like, I want to be. And people feel comfortable around me. And, like, that's the kind of person I want to be. Like, I don't want people to think of me and be like, I can't talk to her. Or, like, she's mean. Because, she's like, a bitch. I understand so much stuff. And I've been through a lot to be able to relate to people in a lot of situations. So I like that compliment. And I aspire to be somebody that's, like, nurturing and people know they can go to. What do you aspire to be?
I guess I'd probably say the same thing, honestly. I just want to, like, I mean, everybody always comes up to me and they're like, man, like, when I first met you, I thought you were a bitch. And I'm like, listen, I'm really not. And, like, I'm sure there's going to be people that are like, that's wrong. You are. But I'm really not unless you give me a reason to be. But, like, 'cause I have a really bad RBF. So, like, everybody's like, you're mean. I thought you look mean. And I thought you were going to be, a biatch. But it's literally not the case. So I guess I just aspire to be like
a warm person.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody that it like feels comfortable, around me. And I feel like I have done good.
Yeah.
At doing that, other than my RBF. But so I think I know the next question.
Okay.
But I might not. These aren't.
There's probably a couple.
These aren't bad
answers to like every question.
No.
Okay.
Question by Taylor Swift. Oh. I don't know why it started playing. What is your biggest pet peeve? Like in general.
That's hard.
The dog eating his bone right now. Oh my gosh, he broke it. He broke. Aries, he literally broke it in half.
Well, go on the bed. Hungry.
On the bed.
I'm trying to think like hard.
Your biggest pet peeve. I feel like that shouldn't be hard for you.
It's not but when you're put on the spot, you're like, oh my gosh, what is it? It's probably like that said that people that talk over you, but I don't even know. Like it's definitely
okay, but you can't say that because I literally just did it.
No,
I do that.
When we do it, that's fine. But like when you're in a group of people and you're like talking to a group of people, that makes me freaking mad and it makes me upset because like being younger and like being somewhere, I can't like say that on there because I want people to like come at me. But like when you're used to being around people that don't listen to you, it makes you feel like small.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely one. Like when it's us, I don't care because we do it all the time. But,
like, we do it to each other all the time. Aries, go lay down.
But yeah, definitely.
Hi.
And wait, like you said, fake people because that is just not us.
I don't even know what my pet peeve would be. Probably people who ride my ass.
When you drive?
Whenever I drive, and then they pass me and they literally go under the speed limit.
Alyssa's pet peeve is also me biting my nails. She yells at me all the time. Every time.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your pet peeve for me?
What things that you do?
Yeah. Spend money.
Dude, you spend so much money.
Spend money.
Honestly, it's like
Aries, go lay down.
It's literally that you will text me 5 times in a row and I'll answer you and then you don't answer. It's the slow responses. Or no response at all.
Because yes, don't even. My pet peeve for you. Oh. My pet peeve for you. Literally, we could literally be texting. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm going to call her. She literally watches it ring. And I text her. I was like, bro, I know you're on your phone. We were just texting.
I do. I watch it ring because I'm like,
You could just decline it instead of me waiting and being like, is she actually going to answer?
No. I'm never gonna answer.
I swear to God, if I die one day and I call her,
I probably won't answer, but like
literally.
I'll try harder.
Oh, really? You're gonna try harder
to answer.
Okay. This is kind of a dumb one. You don't have to answer it because I don't really know. I don't really know your stance on it, so I kind of want to like get your stance on it. But how do you feel about politics?
Oh, I don't really listen to it, but like the political state that we're in right now sucks.
So literally.
So like I really didn't pay attention to it much before. And don't cancel me. I have a lot of liberal beliefs, but like also I'm pretty tight in my religion now, so it's like hard for me to have some of those like liberal opinions, but like also be Christian.
I honestly don't even know like where I stand.
Yeah.
I honestly, what is the word if you're not like if you're not Republican or Democrat?
There's definitely a word, but like we're both slow, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, 100%. How we both graduated is beyond me. I don't know. I think my teachers just didn't like me. Or they wanted me to go. What is it called? I know it.
What does it start with?
I don't know. Oh. But I know there's a word. There has to be. It's fine, whatever. But I feel like I fall into that category. But because I don't know. I don't know if it's because I sway back and forth more than I can be like, you know, oh, I'm set Democrat, or oh, I'm like set this word nonpartisan, whatever that is. What is it?
Nonpartisan.
Nonpartisan. So I guess that's what we are.
Yeah.
Well, I am.
I have some like beliefs, like, but I also have like done a lot of stupid things and like have some liberal beliefs.
Literally, the only thing that like I sided with,
yeah,
you know what I'm talking about, and it was that.
But it was a different scenario.
Yeah.
Which like I don't agree with in all cases, but
yeah, there's certain like circumstances.
Yeah. And I feel like it's that way for everyone, because even if you're set in something political, but like there's a bad situation, like our instance, even if there was somebody who had like a very political view on that, when it comes to somebody you love, you decide to believe a little differently.
Exactly. What are your 3 best qualities?
Oh,
it's hard to talk about yourself.
It is hard to talk about yourself. Honestly, about myself.
Pause. Whenever like you go in for job like interviews or whatever,
and they
like,
ask you what are your strengths and weaknesses.
I'm like I don't know.
I'm like, I don't want to like sound too cocky, but then I don't want to be like talking down on myself.
Exactly.
What do I do?
Exactly. I hate that.
I think one is that I'm a good listener. I do like to sit and listen to people's problems even when I don't have an answer. Because I know how it feels when people will just sit and listen to me. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'm a good listener.
See, whenever we talk, I always, you know how people are always like, oh, she always says that like, I felt that, or like, I understand. Even if like our situations aren't the same, I still like to say that just so like you don't feel
you know what I mean? Like you have somebody that understands. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Number 2. I haven't been able to give as much lately, but I am like a giver. Like if somebody doesn't have something that I have, I feel like accustomed to give it to them.
Got it.
No, but I've always felt that way. Like with people I don't know, even like I hate when those homeless people stand on the side of the street, but I still.
But most of the time they're.
I do.
Like, Ashlyn, most of the time they literally go and get in like a Benz or something.
I know they do, but like it's just people that are out there that are asking for something that I have. I'm like, I
always feel so embarrassed or like awkward, cause like you're just sitting at a stoplight and they're like walking up and down. I'm like, and they're like window go up. At you. I'm like, girl, it's like that is the only time I want to disappear.
My car is a fishbowl, so you can see I'm like, literally. My third favorite thing about myself, I've gotten a lot better at saying no. And, like, that's a weird thing to like about yourself.
Say no for what?
Like, just to anything. Like, if there's something I don't want to do, I'll say no. Or like if people are asking me a favor.
Oh yeah, you tell me no all the time now. Yeah. I hate it.
And I'm not.
Hey, you want to come over? No.
I used to feel very like I had to say yes to everybody and everything, and like I was never given a choice to like do things I wanted to do, or not want to do them. It was like always growing up. It was like I had to do all the things I didn't want to do, but I wasn't allowed to do what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So like telling people no has been like the most freeing feeling for myself. How about you?
What?
Your 3 things about yourself.
My qualities?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Why?
Because I can't.
You don't have 3 favorite things about yourself?
Aries, no. You can't be in the podcast. Come on. Come on. Get your fat butt up here.
There we go.
Okay. Bean. I don't really know. But Stop. I don't really know what my 3 qualities would be.
I'd say
I don't
one
know.
of them is that you have the ability to make people laugh in like the worst circumstances possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have a light.
Are you in my head now, bro? Come on.
You have like a light, airy like personality. It's hard to like be upset around you. So,
excuse you.
That's the mic. You can't eat that.
I don't know. Maybe the fact like I'm good with children would probably be one of my favorites, because I don't know. Like, what did I post on Facebook today? Something about like if children like you or something like that.
Oh, I haven't been on Facebook much today. That's probably what number 2 is.
I forget what it is, but I don't know. It's just the fact that like whenever people are like, you're really good with kids,
it makes you feel good.
It makes you feel so good, because nowadays like there's not a lot of people that you can trust
with your kids.
Yeah. And the fact that people, the fact that people can trust me with their children just makes me feel so good as a person.
Good one. That's a good one.
I don't know any other ones. I don't know.
It's hard to think about when you're like.
I don't really like think highly of myself like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It's hard to like talk about yourself when you beat yourself up all the time.
Exactly. I don't like to talk about myself really. I mean, like certain circumstances, like there has to be like a certain topic. It can't just be a random
like
topic.
Yeah, I agree.
If you became rich, what would you do with the money?
Oh my gosh. In my shoes right now, I would do everything that I can afford.
Buy a car.
I'd buy a house, buy a car. Yeah. I would start popping out kids, because that money ain't gonna last long. I'm serious. That money's not gonna last long. Kids are expensive.
I'm gonna be an auntie.
So, all right. This is a good one. What is the best thing about your life right now?
Oh.
Yeah.
Best thing about my life right now would probably be that I'm going back to school. Like, I tell people and I automatically just start laughing and like smiling, because I'm literally so excited. Like, I never would have thought I never would have thought that I would be excited to go back to school so much. But it's like a subject that I have had a love for.
And now it's not even going to be like you're going back to school. Like, you're going to go and do
I get to go play with hair every
day.
Like, I mean, it's going to be stressful because, the whole situation with me, having to work and
pay off your schooling.
Yeah, exactly. That part is going to be stressful. But, like, I just keep telling myself, like, you're going to have to grind for a year. And then whenever you get out, like, you'll be fine.
It's going to be worth it, yeah.
But I'm really so excited. I cannot wait. Like, I'm already, like, buying clothes and everything.
I'm excited for you, because then my hair can get done.
I don't know. There's so much potential. Like, who said I even have to do hair? I could open my own salon and
you
sit
could do
back.
all of it.
Exactly. Like, no one said that, oh, you're going to get your cosmetology license. You're going to be a hairstylist for your rest of your life. You don't have to. I could, work in a salon and be behind the chair for a couple of years, stack money, and then open my own. That's honestly like the whole game plan.
That's a good game plan. Okay. I don't really know this. Like, I think I do, but like, I don't know. What is your biggest fear?
Dying.
Yeah.
100% dying. Dying young. Dying before I've literally got to experience anything. That I can't, like, I'm not saying dying's like to be selfish, because obviously, like, whenever I think about that whole, I don't like to think about it like at all, because it like upsets me. But like whenever I do catch myself thinking about it, I think about everybody that I'm leaving behind. I'm thinking about everybody that
how they're gonna feel and
who's gonna be hurt and how they're gonna be, affected if I do die young. Like, I'm gonna leave behind my mom, and no parent should ever
have to bury
their kid ever. And I don't care what anybody says. That's awful.
I agree. That's why like the whole like being a warm person, like a kind person, is important to me, because like I think about it all the time. Like on my way to work, I'm like, I could die right now. Or if I'm just driving, I'm like, I could die right now.
It literally, like, it honestly, it makes me like, I don't know. I get like emotional whenever I think about it, because I'm not ready to die, and I don't want to for a very long time. And what scares me is like I'll sit here and be like, I don't think I'll ever get married, or like, what if I don't see myself getting married, or I don't see myself having kids. Like, whenever you're struggling, you're like, I don't see myself doing that. And
what if I don't do it?
You think, am I feeling this way because my inner self knows that I'm gonna die before I get to do that, and then that freaks you out. And like, I've never told anybody, like, and talked to anybody about like the whole like,
when you think about it.
Yeah, because it's literally terrifying.
It is. But like, I feel that that's why being a nice person and like having a good like impact on people is important.
And that is why, and that is another reason why I'm going back to church. Because I mean,
God saves.
If anybody can keep me on this earth, it is our man upstairs. So,
which is another good thing. We've been getting back into religion. I'm really proud of us for that.
I don't know. It's not even the fact that like I want to be saved, and like that's not my whole like reasoning for going back to church. The whole reason is you walk out of that church on Sunday and you feel
so refreshed,
so light. You feel like everything has just been lifted off of your shoulders. And I'm telling you right now, I'm so ready for Sunday to go to church.
Me too.
With my nan, because the way I have felt this week, it has been a week from hell. Like,
but when
with
you
my anxiety,
church, you walk in there and you sit down, and like all of your worries are lifted. I get so emotional every single Sunday in church. I get so emotional because I've been through it that week. Like, this week could be the worst. I usually every week is the worst because I have no money in my bank account at the end of the week, and I'm just stressed out and I'm sad and I'm scared. And I go to church and I feel fine.
Exactly.
Like, I feel good.
Like, I don't know if it's because I went to church like with my grandma at a young age, but I just remember like every time getting out of church just feeling so good.
I remember like specifically a time we were literally driving to the gym together and we were talking about how much we don't believe.
Exactly. And we were like, we're literally atheists.
Yeah.
But I knew deep.
Oh my.
No, I remember that too, because
we were both talking about how much we didn't know about our religion, and we both had talked about how we were religious previously, and like I used to go to church 3 times a week, and I was super serious about it, and I was the only person in my family that went to church. Like, it was a complete like separate independent choice that I made as a child to go to church. And then we talked about it, and we were both like, oh my gosh, we don't believe in anything, because it's hard to believe when you are just like faced with like problem after problem after problem. It's like, it's not going to get better, it's not getting better. But then when you like put faith into something, it's usually when you don't have faith in anything for like a really long time. Like, I was single for a really long time, everything just kept getting worse and worse and worse, and you don't have faith in anything. When you spend time and put faith into something, it makes you feel better. And so I think it's helping us a lot.
I don't know. I think it's the whole fact that I get to bond with my grandparents as I go to church, because that's who I go to church with, is my nan and my pa. I get to bond with them as I go. And obviously they're super proud that, I'm going again, because I want to, fix my relationship with God. And the way things are going nowadays, like, things are gonna hit the fan soon, and I don't want to be one of those. But like I said, that's not the whole reason why I'm going. The whole reason why I'm going is so, I feel better. I feel good. I feel good about myself. And I know it's
working.
And I know deep down, like, I want to. I want to do it. So, that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
Okay. You want a juicy?
Oh, yeah.
Who in your family do you struggle with? Like I said, if you don't want to answer, you don't have to, because I know the answer.
I think everybody knows the answer at this point. I don't want to put her on blast, but like, me and my mom, we've hit.
I can do mine too.
Yeah, you can.
We'll air out everything. Might as well. Rant sesh.
We had a dark patch, like a really, really rough dark patch recently, in recent months. And I miss her. Like, I lied about a lot of things and, like, did a lot of things I shouldn't have done. But at the end of the day, like, my parent is my parent. And I was an adult when I made decisions. I know. I was an adult when I made the decisions I made, so I can't say I regret them or that I would change them, because my life would be a whole lot worse. No, my life would be a whole lot worse if I would have made different decisions. And at the end of the day, English. My mom doesn't know the circumstances that I was faced with. So, yeah. We haven't talked in a while, and we probably won't talk in a while, and that's fine, because we have very different opinions, and neither of us are willing to change them, and I'm not going to bow down when I respect what I did. So,
period.
How about you?
Who do I struggle? Honestly, I would say it's like a 30-90% chance between the both of them.
Yeah.
My mom and I, we struggle. I mean, what parent doesn't struggle with their kid when they're grown?
It's a lot harder when they're grown, because if they make decisions that you don't agree with, like, you can't do anything about it.
Obviously, like, we're not parents, so we don't know any of this yet. But obviously, like, you have to think about it. Like, as a parent, you have to think, okay, I'm growing and raising an adult. They're going to have their own separate opinions. And I think that's where most parents, and I know I'm not a parent, so don't cancel me, but I think that's where most parents go wrong, because they don't understand that us, as an adult, we have our own opinions about absolutely everything.
I think it's, like, especially harder for our parents, because we're both the oldest children.
Yeah.
And we're the first to leave. We're the first to grow up.
We're the babies, technically.
We are. Like, we were the babies. Like, we were the first for everything, for, like, all the trials, all the errors, like, all of that stuff. And now, like, it's hard for them because they don't. I've seen this TikTok, and it makes me really sad, because it's, like, girls that, like, post their mom, and it's, like, be easy on your mom because it's her first time living too.
Which honestly, like tears my heart
It is,
apart.
because, like, it's their first time too. Like, we were their first. It was their first time parenting. Yeah. So, like, it makes you, like, a little bit understanding, which is, like, why I don't have that much like, against my mom for us having distance right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
like, I don't want to, like, put my mom on blast, and I don't want to put my other parent on blast. But I think my mom, what I have, like, and I've told her this, so it's not like something that I'm coming out on here and being like, this is what I have a problem with, and not have talked to her about it, is the lack of communication. I get it. I'm grown. I have my own space. I have my own job. I don't need her anymore, necessarily. So I don't think she feels the need that she needs to reach out to me every day. But, like, I've told her
your need for a parent doesn't go away when you're older.
Exactly. And the fact that I lost one of my parents at the ripe age of, what, 18, 7, almost 16. Yeah, it's hard. Because that's what my dad was. Whenever my dad was around, it was constant communication, constant like love and affection, constant physical touch. And that's what I tried to explain to my mom. Like, you have to understand, you weren't around all the time. You're a hairstylist, you're working long hours. So whenever we got off the school bus, it was right with dad. So, we were with dad 24/7. So we got love and affection, we got physical touch, like, and that's our love language. That's not my mom. If any of you know my mom is not loving. I mean, she's loving. She loves me. I know she loves me, and I know she'd do,
but she's not like
literally anything. She's not affectionate.
Feeling, yeah.
She doesn't give hugs, and I joke around about it all the time with her. Like, you don't ever give me a hug. I mean, here and there she'll like come up with me and like mess with me, but I came from a very affectionate family, physically affectionate family, and me and my nan were literally just talking about this. So it comes off as like, that's weird, because whenever we are around in like family functions, I mean, we hug, we give each other kisses on the cheeks and on the forehead, like, we touch, because that is all of our, love language.
That's what you do when you love people.
Yeah. Like, my mom is just the complete opposite. She doesn't touch. She doesn't give you those words of affirmation that like I fiend for. And it hurts sometimes because it's like, dude, just tell me you're freaking proud of me. Like, I understand that what I'm doing, like with the whole hair thing, like, I understand that you don't.
It's 5:55. Sorry.
I can't. I understand that what I'm doing, you don't want me to do. But at least tell me that I'm like, you're proud of me, so that I can have that,
Yeah.
I feel like that is one thing. Whenever I do become a parent, I am constantly going to put that in my kid's head. Yeah. I'm proud of you. I tell the kids now all the time, I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Because it's something as a child
that I want to hear.
Yeah. I want to hear, and that it made me feel good. I mean, at a young age, I didn't care. I could have given a crap less.
But then when you look back when you're older, like, I would love to hear, like, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I would have loved to hear I'm proud of you when I was actually working my ass off constantly.
Exactly. There was nothing for them to necessarily be proud of back then. But now, like, I'm going to school. You knew. I absolutely hated school. Never went there. Hated it. Especially because of the events that happened. Never went to school. So for me to go back to school, even though it's something that she doesn't want me to do, I feel like it's a big step and she should be proud of me for it. I think she is. I feel like she just doesn't want to admit it.
But for someone to tell you I'm proud of you,
it feels good.
It fills a gap.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
It fills a void. At the end of this conversation, though, I do love my mom. My mom's my mom. Love that sweetie girl. We're just
I love my mom. She's just a little butt nugget sometimes.
Yeah, it's moms, and we'll know when we're moms.
Yeah. And like we said, it's our mom's first time raising a child.
Yeah.
Her oldest. I mean, I am the first. Ashlyn's the first too. So this is their first go around as well. So
we're just lifing. They're lifing.
Honestly,
life is lifing.
Honestly,
whatever.
Honestly. But I do love my mom. She literally would do absolutely anything for me.
But then we have younger siblings who
get the affection and the love and everything.
They're getting the works. They're getting the works because they can probably see like what happened to us. So they're getting it.
Okay,
parents are younger. Like, ours are significantly younger.
Yeah.
Than our friends' parents.
Yeah, I talk to people and like not to like down people,
but they're like 60.
60,
our
like
parents
55,
are barely
60.
40.
I'm like, my nan is like literally 55 or so.
Yeah. My mom is not even 40 yet.
My mom just turned 40 in September.
Yeah.
So
that's another thing. We have got young parents, so they had to figure it out way earlier than a lot of people did. I have kind of a touchy one. It's not really touchy. It's a little juicy.
So what?
A little juicy. Who is someone that you want back in your life? It doesn't necessarily have to be somebody romantically. It could be a friend that you like ended with.
My dad, 100%. I'm gonna cry.
No, don't cry. It's fine.
100%, like without a doubt, like
But as your dad.
As my dad. Like, Dustin.
Mm.
And I know that, like, name is not a name I have heard in a long time.
But it's understandable.
But if I could have somebody back, it definitely would be my dad. Like, as my dad.
Mm.
He was fucking awesome. Like, I don't have words to describe it. It was just,
he was chill.
A wholeheartedly good person.
Mm-hmm.
But then you sit back and, like, you look back at, like, the past and you're like, holy shit, like, the signs were all there.
They were a lot different.
They were all there.
Because you were a kid.
Yeah.
Like, you looked at the signs and thought differently.
Didn't I talk to you about that?
About this,
we literally talked about how, like, whenever you're a child, you have, like, a force field up.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you don't realize, like, what your parents are doing until you're an adult and you look back and you're like, man, like, I thought I had it good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought I had it good, and in reality, like, things were pretty shitty.
Yeah.
But yeah, hands down would be my dad. Just because, like, he literally was, like, my best friend. Me and my mom were never close. Like
me and my mom weren't close until I was older.
I wasn't close with my mom until I had to be. You know what I mean? Not saying that I didn't want to be close with my mom, but
it was harder because they were like, our moms worked all the time. So, like, we didn't have, like, a lot of quality time with our moms, you know? And even when we did, like, looking back at the times we hung out when we were younger,
we took advantage of it.
We did, because we were together away from our parents. Like, we were at the skating rink. Like, we would go to school through the week. Our parents would still be working.
Go to the roller skating rink at night. My parents would still be working at the roller skating rink.
But then you were doing your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like,
But that's the kind of thing that, like, sucks. Because, like, if I would have known that, like, the circumstances of today's world right now,
you would have spent more
time.
In my
situation, I would have spent a hell of a lot more time with my parents.
Me too.
Who are you most like in your family?
My mom.
No.
My mom.
No. I would say Tyler.
Really?
No. 100%.
My uncle. Oh, he's a sweetie. I love that man.
Just because, like, I feel like your guys' whole, like, mindset and the way that you go about things are the exact
it is very similar.
Same thing.
We went to dinner together the other night, and it was so funny because we were literally just sitting at the table, and it was like I was sitting next to the male version of myself.
Exactly.
Like, we were just laughing the whole time, making jokes about people that, like, we don't like, and it was so funny. And, like, his kids are just chilling. Like, yeah, we're pretty similar. I think we are very similar.
That's what I'm saying.
But, like, as far as, like, attitude-wise, definitely my mom.
Okay, yeah.
Like, we have the same attitude.
I mean, looks and attitude.
We walk the same walk, talk same talk. Undeniably, I am Stacy's daughter. I am Stacy's daughter. Somebody I haven't seen in, like, literally 10 plus years came into my work the other day. I don't even know her. But she was like, "Are you Stacy's daughter?" And I was like, "How do you know that?"
Because you look exactly
that's
like
what
her.
she said. And I was like, that's so crazy. Yeah, undeniably, I'm my mom's kid. You, who do you think you're most like in your family?
In what way?
Either. Like, looks way? I don't know.
Looks, I think my dad. 100%.
Yeah. Personality, though?
Personality is a good mixture.
I don't know. Sometimes
it's a good mixture.
Your mom comes out.
No.
Sometimes.
Don't say that.
Yeah, sometimes your mom comes out.
No.
Like, very, very rarely. More so your dad's personality.
She's
for sure. But
my mommy is a little woo.
Honestly, don't, like, take offense to this because I don't mean it in any bad ways, but literally Jenna. You act just like freaking Jenna.
No,
yes,
I
you do.
Don't.
Because she's funny as frick. You're funny as frick. When you guys are together, it's like
but honestly, let's go back to this question. So, like, the person you aspire to be, I aspire to be a person like my nan.
Yeah.
100%. Because I, like, with me going through this whole, I don't know, the whole phase, like, with my mom, like, wanting her to be
closer to you.
Closer to me and, like, talk to me more. Like, my nan has talked me through everything. And just, I feel so comfortable with my nan. And I've definitely, like, as we were growing up, my mom obviously couldn't drive, so I didn't get to see her as much. But in the beginning, before McKenna even came around, it was me and my nan day in and day out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was with my nan 24/7. And I honestly, like, she has a, how do you want to say it? A very strong, like, paternal, like, instinct.
Like, she's very motherly.
Yeah.
She is.
Yeah. With anyone and anyone.
She is a sweetie.
Anyone and anyone. With anything and everything.
Oh.
With anything and everyone.
There
She's like that.
We love Tracy. We stand my girl.
I do. I
She's
really
a sweetie.
do. I really do. Like, just
she is one of those warm people that we were talking about.
She scares the shit out of me. She scares me. She scares me. I mean, if I know that I did some deep dookie, I don't, like, I'm scared. I'm in for it. Because I know she's going to wring my butt. But
she's a nice, like,
I can go to her for anything. Anything.
Mm-hmm.
Literally anything. And I don't know. I honestly, I feel more closer, and I told my nan this herself. I feel closer to my nan than I do to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I wish my mom was more like my nan. And honestly, like, my nan's having the same problem with my mom. Like, she doesn't reach out to me either, Alyssa. And I'm like, that literally breaks my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Because I reach out to my mom all the time. And, like, here lately, like, she's been doing better at it. But honestly, like, I do aspire to be like my nan. Because she's just so selfless, and the way, like, I don't know, it's like, it's undescribable.
She is a nice
woman. Way that, like, she is, like,
she's saying, like, no, she is really, really kind woman. She's very motherly, even to me,
which I love, and I myself want that trait.
Mm-hmm.
You good, bro? Good. That's perfect. All right. What is the most trouble you've ever been in? I don't want to know. I don't know this. Wait, do I? Oh, wait. Are we thinking about the same thing?
When I moved in here?
Yeah.
Next question.
Next question.
I can't talk about that on the podcast.
Nope. If you had a whole day to do whatever you want, what would you do?
I don't even know, because, like, literally I've been having, like, whole days off lately.
Sleep.
And I can do whatever I want to do.
Sleep.
But I would honestly take one day.
You sleep.
If I could, if it was, like, however I wanted it to be, it would be painless. Because there's always some kind of pain. I either got a migraine, my back hurt, my stomach hurt, my freaking throat hurts. I'm sick. It's literally always something. It's literally always something. So painless, and I would probably take a good nap, because I'm so sick of these sleepless nights. Like, I wake up 5,000 times in the middle of the night, and
dude, I just
cannot sleep.
Like, Aaron told me this morning, because I asked him, I was like, how'd you sleep? And he's like, I slept good. I was like, well, are you so tired? Because I told him, I was like, dude, I love this time change. Because I wake up in the morning, no matter if I go to bed at like 12 a.m., I still wake up and I feel refreshed and I feel good. Before the time change, oh my god, talk about freaking tired.
I still feel tired all the time.
And that's what Aaron said. He's like, I can't sleep enough.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, like, I kind of can relate to it, because by like 2 o'clock, I'm like, all right, I'm beat. Like, I need a nap.
Already being on these new medications, like, new medicine messes with your head. Like, it makes it hard to sleep. It makes it hard to, like, go on. Like, I get so tired, I have to take them before bed. And so, like, an hour into taking them, I'm ready to crash. And then I will sleep. And then I wake up and I'm still tired.
See, I've been taking those antibiotics for my ear infection. And I honestly think, like, I've been waking up at like 3:30 every night. And I don't know why. And I think it's because of my antibiotics.
It's medicine. It's medicine. Your body's not used to it. It is not good. But, like, realistically, if I could do whatever I wanted in a day, I wish we lived closer to somewhere cool, because you can't, like, travel here. Like, you can't travel for a day trip.
You go to Carlisle, but there's like so many things that you can do.
Like, if you lived in somewhere like Florida, you could literally take a day trip to anywhere in Florida.
I know, though, because I'm kind of like an old head. Like,
I love it here.
People,
like, honestly, people talk about leaving. I've talked about leaving Pennsylvania. but I don't think I'll fit in anywhere else because Pennsylvania is where I belong.
I kind of want to leave. Like,
I want to leave, but
not honestly, if I didn't have family here,
these are my roots. I will come back to them.
Okay, but hear me out. If I didn't have family here, I would be in either Wyoming or Montana or Tennessee.
I would love to go there.
It's beautiful,
but I don't think I could. Like you said, I don't think I could leave the people I love here.
No, I can't, and I don't want to like be that person to like rip Aaron from his parents. Yeah, you know what I mean.
See, if I was by myself and I didn't have any like family or like
exactly. Like if I was single and I didn't have any family around here or anything, like I'd move.
Like in the circumstance that I was in currently, if I didn't have you and I didn't have Cam, like leaving would have been the first thing on my mind. Like I probably would have just left.
Yeah.
But having people that you're close to, it makes it harder to leave.
Oh, 100%.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
This is like touchy because like not touchy, but like I don't know.
It's fine.
Like you know it. Like you would understand better than anybody. Does age matter?
Like in a relationship? I don't. And like we said before, certain circumstances. Aaron and I got together like almost. So I turned 18. I turned 18 in December, and we got together and made it official in February. So I was like freshly 18. So I feel like my ears are popping. Ew.
I just like broke my neck, so that's okay.
I feel as though Alyssa just texted me. My girly pop. I don't know. Obviously, if he was, okay, I'm gonna have to text you back in a little bit, Alyssa. I feel like, okay, so me and Aaron are 10 years apart. So if I was like 14
and you met him,
and I met him,
then obviously
no.
Legal, okay, like
legally, I feel after it's legal, then I don't think it's a problem.
I think it's slightly weird if you're like freshly 18 and you're like going to mess with a like 50-year-old.
Oh yeah,
like 45.
Okay, so like if it were me with a 55-year-old
I was freshly 18, man, like trying to get in the 35-year-old man's pants, like that was me.
I don't think that's bad though.
I don't either.
I think whenever you pass like 50s, then you got a problem.
Yeah.
Like you're a gold digger. Like stop trying to find a sugar daddy. Like that's weird. I think that's weird. But no, I don't think age matters. Because in my instant, Aaron was the best thing that happened to me because I'm young. He's already done life. He knows the wrongs and the rights and everything. So he can, it sounds weird,
but like kind of parent
and raise me kind of put me in the right path. I'm stubborn as hell though, so I barely listen to him, but with the whole school thing I did listen to him, thank God. But he can kind of just like show me the ropes and be like, this is the do's and don'ts of life. So I honestly think it's good to have be with an older person. Anybody that
like especially Cam, like me and Cam talk about it. We've talked about it a few times because he said about Aaron, he's like, whenever they were working on the garage together, he said, I was just like talking to him, we were just talking about stuff, and he was like, then I realized like, holy shit, this guy's 30. And I was like, but you don't guess it. Like, no. You don't feel like you're around a 30-year-old. Like, you don't feel like...
I tell Aaron that all the time. I'm like, dude, you literally, like, not, like, saying that he's childish. But, like, I could have guessed that he was, like,
25.
Exactly.
That's what Cam said.
Exactly. Because he doesn't give off, like, that, oh, I'm 30, I'm grown. You know what I mean? But, like, he also gives off the, I'm successful and I'm doing what's good for me and,
Yeah,
He's got that mentality.
I don't think age really matters. If it's legal and you're not like obviously looking like a gold digger, because in those instances just find somebody your own age.
Oh my god, you know how many freaking like comments I got about that when me and Aaron got together? Yeah. Ew. Like honey bun, I yell at him when he buys me things.
Same.
Like he doesn't buy me as much stuff anymore because I yell at him. I don't like that. I don't like when people buy stuff for me. Especially like whenever he's older. Like in the beginning I was like, dude, you've got to stop buying me stuff because people literally think I'm a gold digger. Like, People are literally coming at my neck. But no, like if Aaron was my age and me and him were the same age, I still would be with him. Just because I love him. So
it's tricky to be with people our own age. Like I struggle with.
They're just immature.
It is.
I got
like lucky, but
I feel like you and I are very mature in certain areas of life. I feel like
certain times we are mature.
Usually, we definitely can. Everybody can be mature. Immature, but for the most part, when it comes down to it, and we have to be in a serious situation, we can be mature. But we choose to be immature when we're together because it's fun.
We didn't have a childhood that was that great.
We like to live. We like to have fun.
Yeah, we do.
It's fun to let loose and be immature sometimes.
It is.
It's fun to be childish. Yeah, it is. Are we like that all the time? Absolutely not. Whenever we're around each other, 90% of the time we are, and that's fine.
That's fine. We bring.
But like right now, we're mature. Like, I don't know. I feel as though I'm mature for my age.
Yeah,
because how many people do you know that are our age that are where we are right now? Not many. But that's okay. Also, that's fine. Not coming at the people who are are still living with their parents, because honestly, if it wasn't for Aaron, I'd still be living with my mom.
I'd still be living with my parents had I not ruined my own life. But that's fine. That's a story for a different time.
Honestly, like if me and Aaron, and like I said, going back to the whole like he's gotten me to like kind of grow up a little bit. If it wasn't for him, I'd still be living with my mom. I'd obviously be trying to get out of living with my mom and trying to grow up, but I don't think I'd be so successful at it.
It's hard when you do it on your own when you're 20 and you like want to be young and dumb and spend money and like be the child you weren't allowed to be. You
want to be fun, but you still have to be an adult. It sucks. How do you cope when things get hard?
I don't.
You don't. You sleep. You sleep, you cry, and that's it.
Yeah. Lately, though, like, honestly, this is, like, so weird for me to talk about. Because I don't really air anything about my current relationship.
You don't.
But, like, lately.
And don't.
I'm not.
Keep it that way.
Lately.
Because that's the way to be now.
That person has been, like, honestly, one of my best friends. He's helped me through a lot of things, like literally through everything that has happened since I left my house. He's helped me. And it's not like I don't rely on him. I actually like don't like when he does things for me. But without him, I would probably not be as far as I am, nor have like the things that I have. Yeah.
And that's fine. That's good.
But I have been coping better. Like obviously there's days I wake up where I'm just like I feel defeated and I feel sad still. Yeah. But I have those people that push me. I don't cope. The people around me cope for me. Like they push me through it. So.
Do you have any more questions for me? I think I have a couple of a handful. We've been on here for an hour.
We've been on here for good.
I told you it was gonna be lengthy.
I'll ask one more.
Okay,
this is like a life one. How would you like to grow in the next year? I mean, like obviously with your schooling, but like personally, and like in your relationship, and just like how would you like to grow in a year?
I mean, it kind of like goes along the ways like with school, kind of though. Everything's gonna come back to school, I think. Personally, I want to grow, and I don't know. This is a hard question. I think I'm a decent human being. I do. But there's things about me that definitely I have flaws. Everybody does.
That's where it's okay to admit that like everybody has room for growth.
Oh, 100%. I have a lot of room for growth. I feel as though I hold grudges. So like if there's a certain person that I don't like and that I don't care for and they've done me wrong one time, I hold grudges. I don't forgive them. And I feel as though I shouldn't be that way.
I'm the same.
I feel like everybody deserves a second chance. And I am learning that because I feel as though if I had done something wrong, I should have a second chance. So it's only fair for me, it's only fair for me to give another person a second chance. Relationship wise, I think Aaron and I are doing really good. Like, we honestly have been doing so good. We're just open with each other. We tell each other, I mean, we're blunt.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel as though, like, we know each other cues now. So, like, literally the other day, Aaron was like, "What's wrong?" Or I forget what he said something. But he's like, "I could tell something was, like, off." I was like, "Yeah, like, this is why." So, like, we're, like, open with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely have come a long way. And I love that. But, like, for him, I want, like, I'm not saying I want to be the breadwinner, but I want to be able to, have a job. And this is, like, the whole reason why I'm going to school, so that I can, like, not saying that I am going to be the breadwinner. I mean, most likely Aaron's going to be making more than me my entire life because he's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
He has many freaking talents, and where he's at right now,
he's in the blue collar field.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I mean, the abilities that he has and the talents that he has are gonna pay more than what mine do, and that's fine. But I still want to secure a job that if things do happen, that I can support him and possibly a child with my own income. And I feel like I don't bring as much to the table that he does because, he has a good job. And I'm not saying that I don't. I'm not struggling by no means. If I would just learn how to freaking save. If I can learn how to save and manage my money, I would be set. I would be good. But I impulsively buy stuff because, things happen. And I just retail therapy. But I honestly, like, and this is, I don't really think I've talked to him about this, but it's something that bothers me because I don't feel like I bring a lot and I don't have much to offer for him. And it makes me feel like a shitty person because he has so much to offer, like me. And he can do so much for me, but there's so little that I can do for him.
That's why I always make sure I'm saying thank you and, like, I appreciate you and, like, I seriously don't know what I would do without you because he does so freaking much for me, and I feel bad because I can't.
But then again, like,
right now.
And I don't want to, like, make my age like the problem, but obviously I am young, so like I'm starting in the adult work field. You know what I mean? So I'm not working a 9 to 5 at a restaurant anymore, and we're working big girl jobs now. So I mean, I guess that does have to play a little bit in it, but it's not an excuse by no means. But I don't know. That's just a really big thing with me. Like, I don't feel like I bring a lot to the table, and I don't feel like I can give him as much as I want.
That's fair.
That's where I want to grow. And I want to, I don't know. I think that's really in everything.
Hopefully we get some babies soon.
From who?
From you. I'm ready to be an aunt, guys.
Let me live a little, and then we'll talk about it. Obviously, if it happens, it happens. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to be upset about it until the time comes that we're, like, kids. You know?
I'm ready to be a second mom.
Kids, like, I love kids. I have kids all day, every day. But with kids comes a lot of responsibility. Am I ready to grow up fully yet? No, I'm not.
We don't already like these responsibilities that we have
right I can deal with kids for 12 hours a day, and I'm good.
We give them back.
I give them back. For right now. Do I want my own kids? Absolutely. Am I excited to, and anxious to get the ball rolling on having kids? Absolutely. But I'm going back to school. I don't want to be pregnant and have to deal with a baby and find a babysitter and pay for daycare and
one step at a time.
Exactly. Let's adult one step at a time and then go from there.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not gonna wait till I'm 30.
Yeah, please
don't. Because poor Aaron.
He won't be able to have no more.
But no, it'll come. It will come.
Oh my
eventually.
Goodness.
But we're not rushing it. We're living. I want to travel a little bit before.
Yeah, do some fun
because
things.
Whenever that happens, all that kind of things. All those. Yep, all those. All those kind of things come to a very hard halt. So.
Yeah, I think our podcast was successful.
Yeah.
who's gonna sit and listen to all this? I don't know, but like we have to cut a lot of it.
No one.
Well, we'll do a lot of cutting, but
but we hope you guys enjoyed.
Now you have a little bit of an insight on our friendship
and like, on both of us.
We haven't really talked about our hardships, but we went through them.
Yeah.
And
maybe that'll be the next podcast.
Yeah. Some of our hardships.
Air out some of them.
They were pretty rough, honestly. Yeah. So it's
and I honestly, I'm thankful for them because it's made me the person that I am today. But also,
we've been through a lot to be here, so
yeah. But stay tuned for the next one because I'm sure it's gonna come very soon. Oh, 100%.
There'll be more. This is another little side gig Alyssa likes to do.
Yeah, except it doesn't pay.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Little therapy. Who needs to pay for therapy whenever you're here?
Honestly. The most traumatized young women.
I feel good just talking for an hour and 8 minutes.
And then the video before this too. So.
Oh, frick. Yeah.
There's a lot.
All right, you guys. See you
on the next one.
On the flip side.